Wow, kali sana. The song is called Three Kings. Ama ukipenda Kuon Chapati.
Alafu nimeona chapati kwa video. Nataka msanii ya to explain. First of all, Gospel Dynamite. Karibu sana huko kwetu crossover.
Yeah. Thanks.
Kuon Chapati.
Kuon Chapati.
Inamaanisha nini?
Kuon is the Luo word for ugali.
Ugali, yes.
And chapati is the normal chapati.
So ni ugali na chapati.
Sasa hiyo wimbo nasema aje and nyuka means uji. So ukisha kula chapati, ugali na uji, kumbuka kuomba. Ukisha kula chapati, ugali na uji, kumbuka. So man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of the Father. So that's the message about this song.
Hapo sawa. Umefanya poa umejiredeem kwa sababu wewe na Mbuvi nikiangalia mmebarikiwa.
Sisi
kama ilikuwa imekuja hapo. Tuchanganye zote alafu tutengeneze.
The inspiration tulijipatia sisi wenyewe, tuliambiwa tupige slow kukula sana. Tukumbuke maombi.
Karibu sana huko kwetu. Yes. Leo tumeona unajua inasemekananga wanaume wanasahaulika sana and it's the unfortunate truth. And I want to kick off with something you posted on your page. Na uliandika, when you are depressed, you don't control your thoughts. Your thoughts control you. I wish people would understand that. What is the story behind that post?
Well, mental health disorders. Kuna normal mental health. There's a mental that is normal, like depression, somebody anasema kuna anxiety. Those are normal, everyday occurrences. But then there's something called clinical depression, clinical condition, clinical anxiety. This means there's a chemical imbalance in your brain that has caused the condition. So the condition now controls you. You can't control it. So in the brain, there are substances such as the dopamine. You've heard of the neurotransmitters, dopamine, serotonin. So the shortage of serotonin that controls mood makes you now to have depressive thoughts. So you can't control the thoughts. The thoughts are emanating from your brain due to shortage of neurotransmitters in the brain. Yeah.
And I know you were diagnosed with bipolar 1?
Bipolar 1, yes.
Unajua the difference? You know, I hear people saying, ati huwa kona moods, kwani akona bipolar. I feel like it's a word we throw around loosely, but it's something very, very serious. Maybe walk us through the weight of what it means to be diagnosed with bipolar.
Bipolar is a mood disorder. In the world, there are over 200 types of mental illnesses. So in the classification, bipolar is classified as a mood disorder. Even depression is classified as a mood disorder. Then the anxiety disorders, there's psychotic disorders like schizophrenia. But bipolar being a mood disorder, it means it affects your mood. So sometimes you are over-excited, you are happy, you have energy, you have ideas. It's also a disorder of energy. And sometimes you have depression. So you oscillate between two poles. So bipolar 1, you oscillate between mania and depression. So mania means your excitement, you have ideas, you have flight of ideas. So you can in bipolar 1, manic means you can lose your mind. You can have like hallucinations. Unasikia tu masauti kwa hao. You can have paranoia. You are afraid of people wanakufuata. You can have delusions. So that is bipolar 1. Means you can lose your mind and you have to be hospitalized. So there's bipolar 2, which is hypomania and depression. Hypomania is a milder form of mania. So it's called hypomania. But the difference between bipolar 2 and 1 is that in bipolar 2, you cannot lose your mind. Yeah, when you are on the upper side. And then there's cyclothymic disorder. That's the third type of bipolar. So me, I battle the worst form of bipolar. Which is bipolar 1.
Before that went uko deep sana.
Because we class. You're speaking in tongues.
Nimesikia hapo there are a lot of ideas that are coming when you're happy. Easy ideas. Ni ideas, for lack of a better word, allow me to use. Ni ideas za jaba ama ni ideas fierce.
No. You see.
In your own experience,
in my own experience, you see it birthed Kuon Chapati. It birthed this other song with the one I've done with the boss. Afududu.
Afududu. By the way, what does Afududu means?
Afududu is a pipe. Our shows use in Ushago. Puliza moto. Wanapuliza nayo moto. It's a metal hollow pipe. So it's just a song to create na boss to enjoy wase to ambia nyinyi. mkijipata huko kwa hell, Satan atakuwa na opulizia moto na afududu, mkiona vile tuna celebrate tukiwa heaven. Yeah, so it's just a warning to people to embrace salvation, to embrace Jesus. Or there's the other side, in case you die without the Lord.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So that's why you see people who have come out like Kanye West, Mariah Carey, who are bipolar, Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
These are people who are very creative in the,
Did you experience any stigma when you first opened up as, you know, as a man with the struggles you have with your mental health?
Yes. Yes. I was first diagnosed in the year 2000. Yes. Back then it was called manic depression. It was just, it was evolving, the psychiatrists were evolving in knowledge and they didn't even call it bipolar. So people misunderstood. Unajua, sayo, I was a top gospel artist in Kenya. I'm not bragging, it's facts. I had 2 songs in the charts nationally. Chungmalo and Victory Dance. And we were few gospel musicians in the country. I started singing even before Daddy Owen, before Rafton came into the picture. Iyo kitambo, we were with Pito Dera, the likes of Sid. So, the fact of singing in like 5 concerts in a day caused a lot of stress in me. So bipolar is something you're born with. It waits for a trigger for it to manifest. It's something, it's in the genes, just waiting in a time too, but it happens around the age 20 to 25 years old. Inaji manifest. So this stress ya kuimba 5 concerts in a day, unaenda hapo unaimba, it caused stress. Suddenly I thought I was a prophet.
Okay.
2 a.m. nishe toka kwa nyumba. My parents are like, unaenda wapi? Me, I'm going to preach to people in the streets in town at night, disturbing the peace of people. Hey, mtachomeka nini, telling even the ladies of the night, mtachomeka. And then there's a club called F1. I was there shouting to them, mnaingia huko mtachom. So the cops used to arrest me sometimes wananiachilia and stuff. But my mom kind of knew something was wrong, and my brother. So they contacted a friend of theirs who told them, pelekeni mtoto wenyu kwa daktari, psychiatrist. So when it started, there was a lot of stigma. People said I have demons. So you see, these demons, you couldn't associate with people because now wamesema ni demons. So they don't want to ambukiza hizo mapepo. Some said it's witchcraft. My mom was being advised to go to Tanzania to see witch doctors, which she refused. She was a Christian. And back in the year 2002, I joined university first to do economics. I started doing law in 2008 as an advocate of the High Court. So as I was doing economics, I failed in 16 units in economics and sociology by the time I was finishing in 2006. Why? Because of stigma. Unapita hivi shule unasikia ni aje chizi kwa njia between hostels and the class. So people labeled me ni aje, you do something funny, unaambia kwani dawa za wazimu zimeisha. Stuff like that. And the word went round because the people knew about my condition. So I avoided hostels, avoided the lectures. So I used to sleep a lot in the hostels, not going to the lectures. So that's how I failed in 16
years. Handful. But
singeweza hata kuwa na relationship na madem hapo campus. 6 years lonely life.
But you had Jesus on your side. Come on now. And speaking of Jesus.
I'm just wondering how will they call them demons, yet he's going to preach.
Akiwaambia wataenda kwa shetani. But okay, seriously, you know, speaking of Jesus, how do you think your faith has helped you maneuver? Because you said it's back in 2000, so we're talking about 25 years of battling the same thing. How has your faith in God helped you maneuver this?
First of all, we have to
very briefly.
First of all, we have to differentiate. Their mental. We have to appreciate the fact that there are mental conditions caused by demons. That one is true. Jesus cast out demons when he came. That one is true. But there are also mental health conditions caused by chemical imbalance in the brain. So mine was caused by chemical imbalance, not demons, because I was a born-again believer, singing gospel music. So my faith in Christ helped me a lot because I found solace in the scriptures, motivational scriptures, and also the fact that I could see people in the Bible who were depressed. Jonah wanted to die. He said, Lord, take my life. in Jonah chapter 4 verse 3. I also found Jesus Christ needed even help when he was at near the Garden of Gethsemane. He took Peter, I think James and John, to end to Wombe. And when they were not praying, he was telling them, can't you even watch with me? He was so sorrowful. He was so downcast. And David also, you read Psalms 42 verse 11. He even consoles himself. Why are you so cast down, my soul? Why are you so down? Put your hope in God. David experienced depression. Saul nayo mnajua. The distressing spirit from the Lord. And it's just music that helped him.
I love that.
Wow. So gospel music inafanya kazi.
Inasaidia.
There's a song, the one that is talking about the victory dance. Gospel
Wa Kristo wakifanya dance, jua wameshinda vita. Kristo wakifanya dance, dance pamoja. Wa Kristo wakifanya dance, jua wameshinda vita. Kristo wakifanya dance, dance pamoja nao.
You know, we used to sing that song in Sunday school. Na tumjui. That's how that song was a big song.
Kwani mimi nilizaliwa mwaka gani? As we wind up, and I know we have like 1 minute on the clock. Let me ask you the question we're asking people today. What makes it hard for men to open up about their mental health, very briefly?
It's because it's our nature. We were created to kuvumilia. We were created to be the providers. We were created, and also socialization. The societal, standards. Men are not supposed to cry. Unaliona man up, man up. And then we don't have chamas. Wademu wako na chamas, wanaenda huko wanaongea. So sisi chama, most men, that's why they end up in alcohol, drugs, to try to vent and to try to an alternative to their mental health conditions. Yes.
It's rather unfortunate, but iko kazi.
Very true. As we wind up, there's a mood meter that we normally have.
Yes, sir.
And this mood meter is just to loosen up, maybe to understand you even better, other than what we've been talking about, mental health, because it has been very complex. Kuna wazata mimi labda ni watch back nisikie. So this is how we're going to do the mood meter. You're going to tell us how the question defines the mood that you're in. For example, how do you feel when you hear your own song playing on radio or TV?
Elated.
Elated? Oh, we love that. What is the mood? Sorry, what is the mood when you find yourself? What is the mood when you hear a crazy rumor about yourself?
He's in a gani, depressed. That's the mood. Down.
What's the mood when you hear or when you see a fan singing your lyrics, your concha part? Very perfectly.
Excited. I'm like, I'm that big. The song is that big.
Unasikia kumpea chapati. Aya, mood kwa juu ukienda backstage alafu unaona kuna snacks.
Kuna snacks. Hapo naye niko anxious. Nikule nisikule itaniharibia performance kwa show. Like anxious.
Okay.
What's your mood when your phone runs out when you're listening to a song that you like?
Hapo nae very angry. At my phone.
And the last one, how do you feel when someone asks you to freestyle on the spot?
To freestyle? Anxious because many rap artists, so I'm not like a musician, so we are not used to freestyle.
Lazima nijipange. But this has been awesome. Thank you so much, Gospel Dynamite. Is that the name where people can find you with on social media? Yes, Gospel Dynamite.
I'm an advocate of the High Court of Kenya, so they can find me as Samuel Ochieng on Facebook, anywhere. Advocate Samuel Ochieng. Yes.
Very nice. Asante sana kwa kuja hapa na kufungua roho. And also reminded men back at home that it's okay to be vulnerable. You don't stand to lose anything, but pia umesema maybe societal constructs is what has made men feel like they can't talk. So thanks. Na God akubless.
Asante sana.
Absolutely. Na maybe kuna watu maybe wanaongojea sasa Sam, yani umefika hapo kwa Mbulu. Tumie shout out.
Baby kuna salamu.
Tumia salamu.
Natuma salamu kwa my grandmother all the way in Oyugis Mikai, anani watch, anaitwa Jaote. She's a pastor in Israel Church of Africa. Tuma salamu kwa my mom all the way in Langata, my brother, my family, Jason, Chris, my friends, on my family, NTV, yani crossover family. Mungu wa bless.
Asante. Sasa ndio imenihit mbulu ni nini, but anyway tutafika na hiyo song.
Hata tucheze tu hii song he's the latest wamefanya na Boss Emoji as we wind up. Thank you so much for coming.
Okay.
This is Boss in the Mix.